Good morning, grade 5s. Today we are looking at prisms and pyramids, and we're going to look at how to tell them apart. Now, on this page in front of you, you have got 12 shapes, 12 3D shapes. Some of them are prisms and some of them are pyramids. Now, let's look at each group separately. Let's look at the two shapes above the heading triangular. The red shape is a triangular prism. It has two triangles on each side of it, and in between the triangles are joined by rectangles. It is like a tube, like a Toblerone box. It is a triangular prism with two flat sides that are triangles. Now, if you look at the yellow shape, it's a triangular pyramid. The bottom of the shape is a triangle, and that's what gives it its name. And a pyramid is always brought to a point at the top by triangular sides. Let's move on to the next group of shapes, the ones called squares. The blue shape is a cube. It could also be called a square prism. It has squares on each side. The purple shape has a square at the bottom. That is what gives it its name. It is a square pyramid because its sides are triangles and they come to a point. Let's go down to the rectangular shapes. The green one is a rectangular prism. It's like a tube, but it's rectangular. It has two flat ends, and they are joined by rectangles. The orange shape is a rectangular pyramid because its bottom is a rectangle. Its sides are triangles, and they come to a point at the top. Let's go up to the pentagonal shapes. The red one is a pentagonal prism. Its bottom and its top are pentagons, and they are joined by rectangular sides to make a pentagonal tube. The yellow shape is a pentagonal pyramid. Its base or its bottom is a pentagon, and its sides are triangles which come to a point. The hexagonal shapes are made from hexagons. The green one has a base hexagon and a top hexagon, and they are joined by rectangles. The red one, or the orange one, has a hexagon at the bottom, and the sides are all triangles which come to a point, so it is a hexagonal pyramid. And the last shapes, the octagonal ones, the pink one has got an octagon at the bottom and an octagon at the top, and they are joined by rectangles. The purple one has an octagon at the bottom, and its sides are all triangles coming to a point, so it is an octagonal pyramid. So the difference between a prism and a pyramid is that one is like a tube with two flat ends, and we name the shape by the two flat ends. Pyramids have one flat base, which it derives its name from, but the sides are always triangles which come up to a point. You just have to remember the pyramids in Egypt if you get confused. A pyramid always comes to a point, whether its base is a triangle or a square or a hexagon, and so on. Now let's go back to the squares. Have a look at the squares, the blue one and the purple one. How many faces does the blue shape have, the cube? Remember, a face is a flat side. So the square cube has got 6 flat sides, 6 surfaces. If you look at the square-based pyramid, the purple one. It has one flat square at the bottom, and then it has 4 triangular sides. Have a look at it carefully. So it has got 5 sides, or 5 faces. Now in exercise 83.1, that is exactly what you're going to be asked to do, to count the sides or the faces of the shapes. Exercise 83.2, number 2 is asking you to match the 3D object with the net. So you have to imagine that you have opened up the 3D object and made it flat, and you have to say which net matches which object.